VL model series handbook. It's not that great when it comes to heater, and isn't that great. So I thought I'd just leave you a few pages. Hopefully you can pause it, take a photo of it, blow it up and read it. Have a big enough telly. You should get through it pretty well. For the people that don't want to read the book, I do have the rest of the video covering as much as I can without any tools and trying to do the video. So hopefully you all enjoy, and hopefully it helps you all out. Couple more seconds. So I did have some heater problems, some airline problems, so we'll start in the engine bay, because I started with the coolant. I just thought I'd flush the radiator hose. I read that you had to do it from the bottom to the top, so that's what I'm pointing at here, because I'm doing a voiceover. My camera did bugger up, and no microphone, so sorry about that. So yeah, just going over the top hoses and the bottom hoses of the radiator. Just unhook the bottom one and the top one and flush it from the bottom hose out. That's the top hose, just in case you didn't have it connected and wanted to know where it goes, and the bottom hose. That middle hose, I'll try and put some arrows up in the video if I can remember my special effects. We've got these two hoses at the back, and there is the vac line in the middle of it that I'll show you later. And there's the hoses that run up to the heater, and where they go, hopefully you can see that. Nothing on the other side apart from Welsh plugs. Obviously you should check those. The water pump at the front, that'd be all good to check. Didn't think it was really coverable because I didn't have that problem. So this is the vac line that runs into the engine bay, just so you know where it goes, which will be behind your air conditioner switch in the console. I'd also like to point out that when you do fill up your radiator, that there is a bleed valve on the engine bay near the coolant switch. And then once again, we're in the cabin for the air conditioner unit. So I won't go in how it comes out, but you'll get the gist of it. Stereo, surround, there's a few bolts up under here, and you will have to take the glove box if you want to get back to the blower, which is back over there. So there is a little hinge in here that just pops out with a screwdriver, and that side, just make sure you get that corner out, and that'll slide out this way. So my problem was I was getting fan, like that all works, but the selector didn't. So how I fixed that was I sorted out all the lines. I'll explain to where they all go. I had to pull this apart. These two are wedged together, and there's a rubber in there with selectors. Very easy to pull apart. To double check, has a spring in there, so I just had to bend that so that it would make it tighter, because it was leaking a bit of air out the side. And you just bring them two together and it'll pop straight out. You have a screw there to get it off, so that's the first thing you got to get off. And then my second problem was the selector middle holder that goes on the bottom of this had come off, and it took me ages to work it out. So how I got that off, there was a screw here on that side, just so you know, and there's a screw just there under the connector. Yep, so that's that. It does join on to there. Make sure that's on properly. It only sits one way, and this also can get in the way if you're not careful. I had to double check all these, so I went online and found these. So it's orange, plain brown, brown white, and you'll also notice that this brown one has a clear connector. and they seem to be on all of them. And now for the airline air hoses. Heater selector airline hoses. So you'll see that I've just cut some of the old lines off and filled them up with some glue, because they aren't meant to go anywhere. It does say in the book, which I will show you later, just so you can work it out, but this is much easier seeing it done. So 1 is covered, 2 is covered with my homemade thingies, 3 blower fan, which runs down under the passenger side, down under there. It's a little actuator, that little round thing near the orange cord. Number 4 goes into the engine bay, so around the stereo into the firewall. Now number 5, which is way at the back there, that goes to that white and black valve, one-way valve I believe, and I'm not sure where that goes to it. I haven't looked. I was just hoping that was still connected. 6 and 7 are both covered, they don't go anywhere. Now number 8 goes to your demister, which is up and then under, behind, I would say up in the steering column. Hopefully I'll get that in the shot. And then the clear line, which I had to make because I didn't have a line for it. So that goes on number 9, and they just push straight on. And that goes up to just up under here above the white and black valve. And then these connectors, they just run over to near your computer under here, and you do have a switch with 2 wires coming off here. But don't pay attention to that because I'm not sure if they're right yet. Hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully I can get some more work done, share some more videos. Don't forget, if you're going to work on your VL, share the video. Let's help each other out. Catch.